Hey there, curious minds. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on content that's designed to make you think a little deeper and live a little wiser. Today, we're diving into something really special. The 10 best quotes from the 10 greatest philosophers and what they really mean. Philosophy isn't just a thing of the past. It's the key to understanding life today. So let's get started and unpack these timeless words of wisdom. 1. Socrates. An unexamined life is not worth living. Our first philosopher needs no introduction. Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher. Now, this quote may sound a little intense, but trust me, it's a game changer. Socrates believed that in order to live a meaningful life, we must constantly question ourselves, our actions, and our beliefs. If we don't take the time to reflect on our lives, how will we ever know if we're truly living or just going through the motions? So what's the takeaway? Take a step back sometimes, ask yourself the big questions, and reflect on where you're headed. That's the key to living with purpose. 2. Aristotle. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Next up, Aristotle. This Greek philosopher didn't just lay the groundwork for Western philosophy, he also coined one of the most humbling truths. The more knowledge you gain, the more you understand how much is out there waiting to be discovered. It's easy to think that knowledge is a straight line. Learn a fact, get smarter. But in reality, the more you learn, the more you see how vast the world of ideas is. This should excite you, not overwhelm you. It means there's always something new to learn. 3. Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Now let's get a little darker, but no less inspiring. Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher who pushed us to think about strength, suffering, and meaning. This quote teaches us that when we have a strong purpose, a why, we can endure almost any challenge that life throws our way. It's a reminder that meaning is what gives us the power to keep going, even when life feels hard. So if you're going through a tough time right now, ask yourself, what's your why? Hold on to that. 4. Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Moving to the East now, let's hear from Confucius, one of the greatest thinkers in Chinese history. His wisdom still resonates today, especially in a world obsessed with speed and instant results. Confucius reminds us that it's not about how fast you go, it's about keeping steady, consistent progress. Every small step forward counts. Whether it's learning a new skill or working on a personal goal, don't rush, just keep going and you'll get there. 5. Immanuel Kant. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Here's one from the German philosopher Immanuel Kant, who is known for his thoughts on ethics and knowledge. While science organizes our understanding of the world, wisdom helps us organize our lives. Kant is challenging us to do more than just accumulate facts. He wants us to bring order and balance to the way we live. It's not enough to be knowledgeable. We must know how to apply that knowledge in a way that makes our lives more meaningful. 6. John Locke. The end of law is not to abolish or restrain, but to preserve and enlarge freedom. John Locke is often called the father of modern liberalism, and his thoughts on law and freedom are still so relevant today. He believed that laws should not limit our freedom, but rather protect and expand it. So next time you think about rules or regulations, ask yourself, are they helping to protect your freedom or taking it away? Locke's wisdom challenges us to see laws as tools for empowerment, not control. 7. René Descartes. I think, therefore I am. You've probably heard this one before. It's René Descartes, and it's one of the most famous quotes in history. Descartes' simple statement is the foundation of modern philosophy. What does it mean? Well, it tells us that our ability to think is the ultimate proof of our existence. If you're doubting your place in the world, remember this. The very act of questioning proves that you're real. You matter, and your thoughts are what make you, you. 8. Jean-Paul Sartre. Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. Let's dive into existentialism with Jean-Paul Sartre. His quote is a powerful reminder that no matter what happens to you, it's up to you to decide how to respond. We're all shaped by the events of our lives, but it's our choices that define us. Sartre is urging us to take responsibility for our actions and to shape our freedom by how we respond to life's challenges. 9. Plato. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Plato, another Greek philosopher, was all about exploring the idea of virtue and wisdom. This quote about courage is incredibly insightful. Plato isn't just talking about physical bravery. He's telling us that true courage comes from knowing what truly deserves our fear and what doesn't. It's about being wise enough to focus on the things that matter and not getting lost in worries that are beyond our control. 10. Albert Einstein. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Last, but definitely not least, Albert Einstein. This quote turns everything we know about science and learning upside down. Einstein, who revolutionized physics, is telling us that creativity and imagination are the keys to unlocking true breakthroughs. In a world that often values hard facts and logic above all else, don't forget the power of imagination. It's your imagination that allows you to see what doesn't exist yet and create something truly revolutionary. And there you have it, the 10 best quotes from the greatest philosophers. From Socrates' call to examine our lives, to Einstein's belief in the power of imagination, these quotes invite us to think deeper, live smarter, and find meaning in every corner of our lives. Which quote resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more wisdom to live by. Thanks for watching, and remember, philosophy isn't just for scholars, it's for all of us.